Lovely jubbly. Well, welcome to the Warwickshire Avon, and in today's video we're going to be targeting the nation's favourite fish, the bream. That's actually not true, is it? Most people can't stand bream, but if you're an all-round angler like me, you don't mind catching them, so you might find this video quite interesting. Now, I came down here on the start of the season. It's actually the last time I went fishing on a river. Don't get out as much as I'd like to, but I had 140 pound plus of bream. I filled this Keepnet, and I'm going to show you today exactly how I did that, and hopefully we can replicate it for the cameras as well. So as you can see, I'm set up all there behind me. I'm raring to go, so let's get started. Right, well, I'm all ready to go, but I want to let you into a little secret now. I actually came down yesterday evening and I baited this swim up, and that is one of the best things you can do prior to fishing if you want to have a really good day. Now, I came, like I said, yesterday evening, I put 2 buckets of bait in, and I topped the swim up this morning as well, about 2 hours ago. But I did film all that, so Ty's going to clip back to that now so you can see exactly what bait I put in and how I applied it, and then we'll get into the fishing. Right, so I'm going to quickly run you through the bait that I'm using for this session because I'm using quite a bit. I've already put 1 bucket load in already. I'm actually doing the night here. This is now the night before the actual session. So what I like to do, especially when I'm on a river where there's tons of fish and you've got bream, which are shoal fish and they move in shoals, you need to put a lot of bait in. 1, to draw them in, 2, to keep them there. What I like to use is a mixture of pellets, cheesy garlic, always a great fish catcher, that one, spicy sausage and krill. Now I've got a mixture of sizes. I've got 4 mils, 6 mils and 2 mils. I want the 2 mils to keep them in the swim. So the bottom out there has got like a fine layer of silt. So these smaller pellets are going to sort of sit inside that silt, and it's going to keep them grubbing around in the swim for much longer. Now, all I do, I'm not going to put all the 2 mils in because I do actually want to put some of those into my mix tomorrow, which is a different mix to this, so I'll show you that on the day. So 2 mils, and I'll put all these in. I've already put 4 bags worth in already, so a bucket load's gone in already. But all of these will go in sort of tonight and early on in the morning. I'll get up early in the morning. I'll just top the swim up before I start fishing it. So as you can see, all of them have gone in there. Some corn. I'm going to be fishing corn on the hook tomorrow, or should I say on the hair. So a tin of corn is going to go in. You can put all the juice in because what I actually want to do is I want these pellets to be wet. We've not got a lot of flow out there. So we're on the River Avon. It's almost like a canal at the minute. Summer levels. It's quite still. It's almost like a lake. So the bait doesn't really move much on the bottom anyway, but when my pellets go in, I want them to stay in place. I want them to stay in the swim. I don't want them moving off downstream at all. So when they absorb all that water, they're going to be much heavier as if I just put them in dry. Now, once they've absorbed all that water, there's a couple of things you can do to bait up the swim. So you can either ball these together really compact and just chuck balls in the river, or what I like to do is I like to use a bait dropper, the Korum bopper, because I want to be more accurate. I can clip up to a spot. I've got a marker on the far bank, and I'm just clipping up to that, and my rods will be clipped up to exactly the same as my bopper rod, so I know that I'm fishing over the spot. You can either put your rods around sticks, or you can just simply walk your rods out to the clip and then just clip them up to your bopper rod. Really simple stuff. The more accurate you can be with your bait, the better chance you're going to have of catching. It's as simple as that. So, you know, it's totally up to yourself. You can just ball it in, but if you want to be more accurate and give yourself more of an edge, definitely sort of clip your rods up onto your baited spot. Now, you can add some liquid additive as well. What I would do if you're going to use any liquid additive, make sure you mix it in with water first and then pour it over, so you can get in a nice even spread over your bait. Something else I like to do, salted caramel ground bait. This is what I'll be using in my mix tomorrow. I'm just going to put a sprinkling over, about a quarter of the bag, and this will help to stodge them pellets up a bit. Once it's all absorbed the water, it means I can push these into my bopper nice and compact, and then I'm going to get some nice big mounds of bait, and I'm just going to break down over time in the water, and hopefully the spot is going to be rocking tomorrow when we come to actually fish it. So I'll leave that now. A lot of water to soak in. I'll put some in tonight. I'll get up early in the morning, I'll put some in a couple of hours before I'm going to start fishing, and then I'll get set up, and hopefully it won't take too long to get a bite come the morning. There we go. I was just about to say that you sometimes have to sit on your hands a little bit, because the tip will start dancing around and you kind of get two sorts of bites. You either get one that wrenches the tip round, or you get like a sharp pull and then a sharp drop back, and that's generally how you know that the fish has upped itself. This doesn't feel a bad fish to start with either. I'm fishing with balanced tackle, so I've got a nice soft rod, quiver rod. He's wrapped himself up in the line, that's why it felt a bit bigger. He's lassoed up, look. And yeah, I've got like a 3000 size reel, soft 2-ounce tip. I don't know what he's done there, but he's in a right mess. The ground bait's still in the feeder, that's how quick that bite was, look. It's all still in there. I don't know, would that take time? About 3 minutes? Dear me. Look at that. It's like a teenager's bedroom. Crikey. Well, that's the first one. Into the Keepnet he goes. Lovely jubbly. We're off the mark. It's worth noting, I think, that we're fishing in about between 12 and 15 foot of water. The river is actually really clear at the moment, but because of the depth of the river, obviously you're going to get much less light down there. You can still catch plenty even when the sun's shining brightly. When you get a big shoal on you like this, it's mental. That was a drop back. I don't know if you saw that tight. That was the sort of bite I was telling you about earlier. There is actually a chance of hooking a carp today. There are quite a few carp in this stretch, and actually managed to hook one on opening day, but I forgot I was clipped up. And I did wonder why my clutch wasn't giving out any line, and then it dawned on me on the way home, and I thought, oh, that's why. I was clipped up and I totally forgot. So if I get one today, I must remember, so Ty remind me. They're getting smaller. There are some bigger ones in here, much bigger than this. Number 2. Right, let's talk about the setup. For me, this is quite important. Now you'll see that I'm actually fishing helicopter rig style. this river in particular, there's barely any flow in the river at all, which is why I'm using such a short hook link. It's about 3 to 4 inches, and you can see I've just got it so as it's just shy of the top of the feeder there. When you get these big bream shoals on you, what they tend to do is they tend to start attacking the feeder. So if your hook bait is really close to the feeder itself, you're going to get bites much quicker. Now if there was a couple of foot on this and there was some flow, I would probably think about changing this system altogether and having a longer hook link. But as it's more like a canal or a lake at the moment, fishing like that is going to get your bites much sooner. I've got on there quick stop air rig with a size 16 hook and 2 pieces of F1 corn. I've just got an open end cage feeder on there, and I'm just filling that with some of the Sonu baits. Salted caramel, absolutely smells beautiful. I could eat it myself. And in there I've just got a mixture of 2mm krill pellets as well, just so they've got something to rummage around on the bottom. The bottom has got a fine layer of silt on, so those small pellets and bits of ground bait should hopefully mix in with that silt and keep them grubbing around on the bottom. That's on. Hopefully the camera picked that up because that was a massive drop back. There you go. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Not massive. They get much bigger than that in here. That's the third one. And I'm sure there's going to be many more to come. That's got to be on. Yeah, ooh. That feels a better fish. Similar stamp today. I don't know where the bigger ones have got to. I'm sure they'll crop up sooner or later. You know, I'll get through some bait. Oh, see that? Straight away. They're proper on it now. I think that's the benefit of me getting down yesterday. You know, if you can get on a venue where you can stay overnight and just bait it up, you're going to have such a good day when you come to fish it the following day. Even if you can just get down the evening before and just put a load of bait in and then come back and fish it the next day. And I think that goes for, not just for bream, I mean for all species really. I mean, it's always going to increase your chances of catching more. That's on. Sometimes you just have to wait and wait and wait. Get your parents, you want some of the bigger ones. Lovely jubbly. They're loving that ground bait. So much so they're completely ignoring my hook bait. That's on. No, it ain't. I hate missing bites. Hate it. That's on. Sometimes it's really easy to tell you've got one on, but other times difficult. The other two bites the same. Who says Bream don't fight? Look at him, he's going mad. He's mental. He's been attacked by something. Straight. Well, after a really hectic morning of constant bites, they have dried up a little bit. And I think that might be because A, they might have cleared me out, or something else might have moved in. So I'm going to put a few more boppers worth of bait out there, got some more pellets and a bit of corn. And if there is something else that's pushed the bream out, hopefully this will spook them out the swim. And then eventually, hopefully the bream will just come back. So I'll put a few more of these out. Not got that much left, to be honest. But hopefully it's enough just to get the fish back in the swim. And then we're going to have a coffee, have a 5-minute break, because I'm moist and I'm cold and damp. And you wouldn't think it was the beginning of August because it's freezing today. I've actually been sat there dithering in my chair. I don't know what's happening with this weather. Yesterday I was sunburnt, and today I'm freezing cold and now I'm getting soaking wet. And this was not in the forecast, let me tell you. It was supposed to be overcast and a bit sunny today. So I think we're going to take another break because the fishing seems to have dried up as well. There was literally crawling up the rod this morning. It was one a chuck, and now they seem to have gone to bed. So I think we're going to go and hide from the rain and come back in a little moment. Hopefully I'll get some more fish moving. Oh, freezing. Well, that has taken quite a while. We did lose a fish about 20 minutes ago, and I've had to wait and wait and wait for a bite. They've just gone completely off the boil. I'm hoping that might be the first of a new shoal. And you've seen obviously this morning when you've got a shoal on you, the bites really do come thick and fast, and to say it's slowed down would be a bit of an understatement. So I think we must have caught most of the fish in the first shoal. Hopefully that's the start of another one making an appearance, because we have put a fair bit of bait out there again. And I say I've had the odd sort of good bite in between, but nothing like it was this morning. Straight away. It's been a really strange sort of late morning, afternoon. It's the contrast from this morning is just, it's ridiculous. Again, it's the same sort of size. I don't know where all the big ones have got to. I wonder if we've got a few more fish moved in, because that bite has come within 5 minutes of casting in as well. Come on. It's trying desperately to get in these lilies. Nice to be catching again though. Da, 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 da. We're gonna get It's been a funny old day, and it started off really well. I was getting a bite pretty much every cast really quickly as well, and then we had sort of a lull in the action, and then we baited up, had a bit of a break, came back, we had a few more fish, quick bites as well. And then it's gone dead again. And I think we've had like all 4 seasons in one today, and it's absolutely freezing again now. It's been blowing a hoolie all day. But regardless of that, we've still had a decent day. There's still a good net of fish there. Still quite heavy. I'm just going to release them now. Back to the home. That's been sort of like the average stamp today. All in all, not a bad day's fishing. As you can see. Come on, I know you want to go back home. All in all, I'm quite happy with what we've caught, considering it's not as good as what happened opening day, and the stamp fish has been a bit smaller, but it's still been really enjoyable, despite freezing my tits off. There we go, come on. Brilliant. Hopefully you've learned something from this video. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. There's going to be much more content coming your way over the coming weeks. Oh, I'm stuck in the silt.